And we're live. Hey, Plain Worn Out. How you doing, man? Man, I don't even know where to start. For those of you that are watching this after the live stream, thanks for coming by. And leave me a like before you leave, will you? Appreciate it. So much to talk about, and I am excited. Let's see who shows up tonight. So much to talk about. I just can't believe finding this much fatwood this late into the season. Awesome. I hope we have a turnout tonight because I've got a lot of great stuff to show. And this piece of fatwood next to me that you can't see is like over here, and it goes all the way to the floor. Little bit big for me to pick up. Hey, Indian hemlock. Hey, I gotta warn you, Indian hemlock, before you get your candle tomorrow, it's not anchored to the jar, so don't turn it upside down. It'll fall right out. It's all full of little pine trees. Indian hemlock was the big giveaway winner to my 2K giveaway. Congratulations. And you should get that tomorrow if you haven't got it already. Brenda J, always good to see you. How have you been? Man, I'm just beaming from ear to ear. I got so much fatwood to play with this winter. Terry, hi. How are you? SKS Hugo, good hello to you. Reaper declassified. Whoop whoop. Hey, how you doing, man? Good to see you. You're welcome. Man, oh man. I need to do this Fatwood Anonymous early one of these days so Steve can join me. He deserves all the credit for tonight's Fatwood Anonymous. He has found me some beautiful fatwood. For those of you who haven't seen the upload, I posted a video today not very long ago, so not everyone's had a chance to watch it. But Steve brought me some more fatwood. He's just a beginner. He doesn't have a YouTube channel. And out where he lives, it's all good. Cowboy Kelly, hey man, how you doing? It's good to see you. Always happy, always happy. I love it. G Trepper, how you doing, man? Good to see you. I'm so glad we got a good turnout tonight. I'm gonna start with a question. Oh, cool, you got it. Awesome. You probably already dumped the candle out. Okay, so I've got this question since I got enough of you here. Crabtree made it. Good. I'm glad you made it too, because I cut your piece down to size to fit in a medium flat rate box. I'll show that to you in a minute. But I've got to ask this question. Old Cab 7. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Ben. I thought maybe you were Reaper Militia declassified. Okay, I have this question, and I've been dying to ask what you guys think of this thing that I'm holding in my hand that I'm about to lift up. Yeah, big logs of fatwood. Okay, so my new boyfriend is new to this fatwood stuff, and he brings me all kinds of stuff. And I'm looking at this stick, and I'm thinking, whoa, what a really cool pine cone on there, you know? And then I'm like, wait a minute. For those of you who have been watching Fatwood Anonymous the last few times, I came up with a little pine ball on a branch, and a lot of you were saying it's a burl. I'm curious what you think. Could this be that? Is this a pine cone burl? Tell me what you think. It's very light, like a pine cone. And really, I think I need to just chop into it one of these days. Hell, I could chop into it right now. Grim Reaper, oh my gosh, how are you? Shit, man. I'm terrible. I read too darn fast. Butterfly. Crabtree. Oh, right. Oh, yeah, I definitely remember you. It's been a while. It's been, gosh, 2018 since I last saw you. Open it, Karen says. Yeah, why not? But that's a cool looking pine cone, the way it come out like that, like a branch. You know what? Let's do it. Chop, chop. All right, here we go. This is gonna make a mess, I bet. But we're going for it anyways. Ready? Wow, it's got resin in it. It's got resin in it. Hold on. Let me see if I can slice this up a little smoother. Wow. Hey, I got a vacuum anyways. I've got sawdust on my carpet once again. Nothing new in this house. See if I can get that. Man, this really is weird. All right. Enough of the suspense. Oh my God, I even sent pieces flying into my chair. That's too funny. Hey, did you notice I got me my own t-shirt? And let's see if I can get it on there. Yeah. All right, here we go. I couldn't believe there's resin in it. We'll go with this piece first. Okay, ready? Can't really tell if it's a burl. It's so soft and broken. But that right there is resin. That right there is definitely resin. Man, I made a mess with this thing. That's all right. I swear it's like I swear it's a pine cone. It's got to be a pine cone. Well, I got that out of the way. I swear it's like a burl pine cone. Open it. All right. I got another thing to crack open for you. First, let's put this out of the way. All right. What was it? Oh, yes, right here. Let me, thank you, Karen. Let me get my other chat up here. There we go. Top chat. Okay. Yeah, I would have made an awesome cane, but it's so flaky and light and brittle, and just ain't much strength to that pine cone. At least I think it's a pine cone. Oh, what's it smell like? Are you kidding me? You know, for those of you that have been following me for a while, I got into the candles and I've been trying to make a Fatwood fragrance for a candle. I just cracked open Crabtree's piece of wood. And I was like, whew, that smells exactly like the pine essential oil that I was using today to make a customer a candle. And I keep thinking I have to add a touch of citrus to the pine, a touch of black licorice to the pine, and even maybe a touch of sandalwood to the pine to give it that woodsy Fatwood smell. But I cracked into, let's get to Crabtree's piece of wood. I have been looking for a piece of wood for him for a while, and I think I got it. Okay, are you ready for this? So I went outside. This is the top part of the stick, the big one. And I cut that off in the video today. Before going live, I decided to crack it open. And that's when I went, it's exactly like, I know I got it out, but where did I put it? Well, anyways, it smells exactly like pine essential oil. It's dry but resinous. This is the top part of a very long branch. Shouldn't be fatwood in there, but there is. Here's your piece of fatwood, brother, for Christmas. This is for you, Crabtree. Hopefully it's long enough. I could have left another inch on it, but I was cutting it down to fit in a medium flat rate box, so it only cost me $17 to ship it to you. And this stuff is so rich, and it's more than 4 inches like you were looking for in thickness. This side's pretty cool too. So let's see here. Where did I have it? Let's see here, right here. Okay. So there's the piece I cut off. Here's the piece that went on the top. Right here. So there's that piece. And there's a bottom piece outside. That's the knot that comes down to here. So I saved you this piece. You can do whatever you want with it. It's yours. You've been a good friend of mine. It's some sexy fatwood. Now check this out. Okay, I got to fill you guys in that haven't seen my video today. I showed, I got to show you. Sounds good, sounds good. Okay, I've got to share a picture for those of you who have not seen today's video. Computer, photo, all the way down to the bottom. Here we go. Awesome. We don't want to show the kid's face. There we go. And come down here to present. Share screen. Highlight. There we go. Here it comes. If I can find it. Where is it at? There it is. Awesome. Okay. Here we go. This is where the fatwood came from. This is a county north of me. And I was looking through his photos and his picture of his kid standing on this pine tree. And I said, my God, those are the biggest pine knots I ever seen in my life. I asked him to get this piece for me in the bottom. And there's red on the side of the tree. So the whole darn tree's fatwood, at least on the bottom half. And that's where the fatwood came from. It is absolutely a beautiful tree. And I asked him, I says, can you find that tree? Because I know you took it years ago. The picture was taken a few years ago. By golly, he found it, and he brought me more than just a piece. He brought me a lot of pine knots from that tree. Hey, brother, Pacific Bushcraft and Firecraft. Love you, man. It's burning great. Greetings from San Jose. Haven't seen you in a couple. Glad you are looking well. I think I know who you are. Awesome. Good to see you. And then again, I screwed that up with Reaper. I'll be done. I am just beaming today because this is a good year for me. This is a good year. And this has been a great weekend and a great month. This is just too fun. Okay, what's next? Yes, quite a score. I love it. Thank you. Okay, I think this is the one I said, at least go get me this piece. He brought me more than this piece. He brought me this piece. For those of you who haven't seen my video earlier. Are you ready for this? Hopefully my back is ready for this. He's going to kill me for lifting this on my own. All right, here we go. Ready? Oh, yeah. Let's see, where's the juicy goodness? There we go. It's got dried, crusty resin all over the outside of it. And that there's about the size of my head. Holy Fatwood, Batman! Flan, hey, how you doing? Good to see you. All right, let's see if I missed anyone real quick. Yeah, I would have made an awesome cane for sure. That's a huge biatch. I haven't decided where I'm gonna cut it yet. Man, I've noticed with that tree, that picture that I showed, the branches are twisted. You know, they kind of almost like the wind was always blowing around or something. And this one even has a twist on it. All the knots do. But look how dark this amber is. Only time I've really got dark amber fatwood like that was from Alaska, from AK Driller way back when. And I sliced into it a bit because look at the dark rings. It's almost black. It's so dark. Well, hopefully I got us some moderators on the chat tonight that can boot any troublemakers. Awesome. Thank you, Brenda J. You rock. That's what she said. Exactly. So I'm going to give this one a crack. Where's my brush? Here we go. Trying not to make a mess in my house. You know, I may just take out this carpet and put in hardwood. All right. With the kind of work that I do, it's probably best I don't have carpet in here. This carpet came with the house. All right, which one do I want to chop at? I'm gonna go for this. Got these knots in the way. Pick and choose, pick and choose. There we go. Just like that. Yes, I have a lathe, and I haven't used it yet. Just getting started. I just got that lathe last summer. I just can't believe how dark that stuff is. Gosh, I just want to keep slicing on it. Incredible. I knew just looking at the picture that that was some good fatwood. I'm so glad he was able to go back and find it even after taking that picture years ago. Yay! I'm gonna have to start making road trips because apparently the fatwood that I find around here could be a little bigger. Yes, and I don't need dust and germs. Don't need dust and germs. Carpet is a germ trap. I need to let my friends and family know, keep an eye out for some, you know, stuff for hardwood floors. Maybe I'll get her done. Hey Marie, how you doing? I met you from Captain Jerk's chat, if I remember right. Yeah, I've been looking at a lot of the knots that have been coming my way, and there are some that would make great circle rounds with the knots in them, the gems, the chips. I'm always like, oh, that one would be perfect for this. And this one would be perfect for that. And look how dark that one is. Oh my God, that one's really got the dark rings on it. Fatwood floor, there you go. I need some hardwood floors that look like sawdust. Well, then I'd never know if it was clean. Just can't believe how dark this stuff is. Look at that black line right around there. That is black resin. And look how icky sticky it is right there. I guarantee if we had a big enough chainsaw, we could cut some logs off of that thing and split them, and we'd have some monster chunks too. Let me get this stuff put. This is some great fatwood. Let go. There we go. But there's a name, you know. Captain Jerk. Yeah, we love Captain Jerk. You know, years ago, Redneck Renegade Jack sent me a chunk of fatwood that was about this darn big. It was like from here to here. And let me see, I think it's down to a pencil now. But it's been my favorite piece for years. I still ain't found fatwood that good, but pretty close, pretty darn close. And that's all that's left, and it started out about this size. I've had some people ask me, do you have a special collection? I should. Darn it. This stuff keeps bleeding out. It's so rich. I'm at awe. I'm just so excited. This is so freaking cool. Time out. Yes, we met on Captain Jerk's channel. That's what I thought. I think I've waved at you on Instagram too. Stuff is incredible. And even though I've got all that I want here, I want to go out and find more. This stuff is so fun to find. Uh-oh. Flan, did you get put in a timeout? It could have been an accident when the troll showed up. Sent to message, said timeout. I don't see it. Yeah, Flan, you might have got timed out. You might have got put in a 3-minute timeout. I think that's how long them timeouts last for. Which are the best trees to get fatwood? Okay. All pines are evergreens, but not all evergreens are pines. You don't want to go after cedar or juniper or even spruce. You know, if it's a cone-shaped pine tree, it's not a pine tree. It's more likely a spruce. You want spiky needles, whether they're 2 inches long or 6 inches long. You want spiky pine needles. It's got to be pine. Any other evergreen, don't even bother with it. The best pines, I haven't been around the country all that much since I've learned about fatwood, but as long as it's a pine. Loblolly pine, lodgepole pine, Douglas fir, coastal Douglas fir, not inland Douglas fir. Inland Douglas fir is more like a spruce. Oh, it's kind of weird. Red pine so far has been my favorite here in Michigan. I've had the opportunity to score a little bit of Austrian pine. That stuff is really good. Scotch pine, my God, Scotch pine, you can get it so yellow and orange instead of dark red. And oh my gosh, yellow fatwood, Talk about sizzle. Butter cuts like butter too. I've also noticed if your fatwood or your trees are in a hot climate or on the edge of the woods and getting a lot of sunlight, it'll make your fatwood a little bit brittle. Fatwood up here in Michigan is often very soft. Hardly ever find brittle fatwood here. Yay, she's back now. If you got timed out, I'm sorry, Flan. I'm gonna keep this other chat up here if it'll stay. SD Mountain Man. I get it. Once I figured out what I'm looking for, I'm hunting it. Awesome. Get out there and find it. My boyfriend Steve says, he's a rock hound and all kinds of hobbies, great hobbies. But he told me fatwood hunting is very rewarding. And I totally agree. When you take a good saw and you cut off a pine branch real close to the trunk of the tree and you crack it open and you look at it and it's got that color, it's just very rewarding. It looks beautiful. It smells beautiful. It's awesome. Viborg, how are you, man? Good to see you. Thanks for coming. I know, Flan. I'm glad you made it here because I was kind of having a little chat withdrawal too. Hopefully next weekend. You're welcome. You're welcome, G-Trapper. You're very welcome. What else do I have? Oh, check this one out. This is cool. Steve keeps finding these wicked, gnarly looking pine knots. And this thing weighs a ton. Where's that one I was gonna... Someday I'm gonna find a piece of driftwood and I'm gonna do like a 10-second video. It's gonna be the difference between driftwood and fatwood. Because I tell you what, these knots that we're finding are so dense. They're like a rock. This fatwood is so heavy and so dense. Just listen. It's solid. This stuff is like a freaking rock. It is so dense. It's very, 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 very rich with pine resin. I don't know how the heck it got so much resin packed in there, but I am a happy camper. I mean, look at that. Them dark rings there, dark right there. The red is so dark that it looks black. Karen Bell showed me an app. Point your phone at a tree and it tells you what kind of tree it is. That's awesome. I haven't tried that yet. I have the Picture This app. Anytime I'm looking at a mushroom or a plant, I've never thought to take a picture of a tree with it. That's pretty cool. It opens a door for learning. It's not like you're cheating. You're not looking it up to cheat. You're learning and you get familiar with your trees. I've been eyeballing trees and interested in trees since I was 4. I mean, even when we drive down the road, I'm looking at the trees. Taking hikes. I'm a tree nut. Just not much on your side of the state. That sucks. It sucks when you don't have a lot of options. It seemed like my first year I didn't realize I had as much as I had, and I felt like I didn't, but I need to start taking some road trips to finding some better fatwood. There's a couple of places that I can go visit. My dad used to be able to tell what any trees wish I learned. And that's kind of one thing that motivated me, Vash. Good to see you, by the way. Leaf Snap app. I like that. Yeah, Mike might have been hunting or fishing, and then Steve was like, wish you learned. Okay. I was motivated and inspired by some of the woodsmen that I grew up around. I had this friend. He was a great woodsman. He did all the hunting and archery and all that, taught his boys how to shoot, took them hunting. And I was always at awe about how he knew which tree was which. But of course, he had a fireplace. So of course, he's got to know his trees. Mushroom hunting. I did a lot of mushroom hunting with that family. So many people, when I see them point out a tree and say what it is, it's like, I want to learn that. You can do it one tree at a time, one tree at a time. Man. Yeah, this house smells like pine right now. It smells like candles too, because I make candles. I just finished a candle right now. I should go grab it and check on it. Oh my gosh, an app for the stars. You got to be kidding me. I'll be damned. You can definitely tell by the weight of it. Oh yeah, freaking clunk. My God. Sparkly. Hopefully next year I can get a more professional webcam. Any more Taco Bell Fatwood? You know, I have some Taco Bell Fatwood to go and get. I just I ain't had the guts to do it. I used to be so free spirited back in the day. It's like no problem, man. I know where there's some Taco Bell Fatwood. All I got to do is drive out to that town over there, a little northwest of me, and park the car and just walk around and help myself to a piece or two and do just like I did before. Start the video sawing on a tree and then pan the camera over and there's the drive-through. There is more Taco Bell Fatwood. And for those of you who are thinking about getting into Fatwood hunting and you don't have a lot of pine trees, some people would disagree with me on this, but a lot of these places like Taco Bell, they have pines for decorative trees and they have landscapers who keep them trimmed. So try not to screw them up, but if they haven't been trimming them very well, just finish trimming it a little bit better for them. Make it look better than they left it. And then you got yourself some Taco Bell Fatwood or rest stop Fatwood or side of the road Fatwood. Oh, you have an arboretum nearby. Be careful about that. Make sure if you take any Fatwood, it's not in the pretty areas and it's already on the ground and nobody's gonna notice, because I won't collect any Fatwood from my arboretum over here. But I'll go across the street or back behind it in a different property. They keep the trees so pretty at the arboretum. Taco Bell Fatwood Classic. Well, thank you. Oh no, my candle's sinking. Doggone it. Well, maybe I can finish it off. And when I did that chop, threw a piece of sawdust in there. All right, here we go. So, a customer bought one of these from me and it broke on the way there. So I made him another one real quick. He wanted a Fatwood scented candle that glowed. And it glows, but unfortunately the fire ribbons I put in this one, you can hardly see them. There's fire ribbons in there. This one over here looks more like fire. But I don't think he wanted a cinnamon candle, so I'm not sending him this one. I'm not 100% happy with this one anyways, but you can see the, let's see here. Yeah, I need to warm the edge of this candle back up. There it is, right there. Okay, switch hands. See if you can see the fire ribbons in it. There you go. Most of my fire candles have sold to the locals because we have the fire keepers over here, keepers of the fire. The Potawatomi have a casino over here called Fire Keepers, and they like my fire candles. My best friend's aunt Lori, she had the Indian reservation federally recognized in 1995, and that opened up the doorway to get a casino put in. There had to be a big vote and all that, say no to the casino. But my last couple of years in high school, we would talk about the casino, and that was in the late 90s. And Now there's a big, beautiful casino down the street. Aunt Lori's not around no more. She was the chief of the casino. Firekeepers, man. Love my fire candles. Try to make them look like fire. That one over there smells cinnamon, and the one that I made for my customer smells like pine. Smells more like Fatwood. Steve made it. I was going to tell you. I was going to text you and say, yo, in case you forgot. Now I'm just going everywhere. Steve's Woodworking and Homestead is here. Do you use beeswax? And what is a fire ribbon? Okay. I want to just put them all in the candle. Did I put them away? I appreciate your questions because I am really bad at leaving out details. I'm really bad at that. Most of the time my mouth is moving and no one has a clue what I'm talking about because I'm just going a mile a minute here, but it don't come out as fast here. Probably a good thing. All right. So these ones are thick ones. These aren't the same that I put in the candle, but what I mean by fire ribbon is I will make orange, yellow, and sometimes red ribbons of wax. And when I make the candle and I get it as amber colored as I can, I will lay the pieces inside the candle while it's still wet and the wicks are being held up, and I'll drop them in and kind of bend them and move them. That way when you go to light the candle, it looks like a flame. Fire flame ribbons. That's what I meant, and thank you for asking. Yes, I do beeswax. I have beeswax candles in my candle cabinet. I don't have any of them for sale. Got a lot of stuff I really should put in my store because I sell on Etsy, in case anyone didn't know. I sell Fatwood and a few candles on Etsy. I'm a Fatwood Queen on Etsy. Santa? Who are you calling Santa, Steve? Did I miss Santa Claus? Is he here? Okay, what am I missing? I need another drink. There's just so much to talk about. I really don't know where to cut this thing. I'm so afraid to destroy it. I'm gonna pick it up one more time because I just can't help it. But I want you to notice, let me get my leg up here. There we go. See how it's got some dry rot on this side, the shade side? I think the best place to cut this would be about right here. And that would be one hell of a chunk. But what do you do with it? I mean, I used to collect the biggest, fattest pieces that I could so my friends with lathes could turn them. And as much as I want to crack that thing open and just make 4 or 5 big giant chunks out of it, I really should keep it the way it is. Cut it right about there. And when I get acquainted with my wood lathe and I get comfortable with it and an idea comes up, I'll have it and I won't have any regrets. But the creature inside of me just wants to take that big piece of Fatwood and chop it all down into cool pieces, but I gotta save it. Dishy Dish, hey, good to see ya. Buckle up, buckaroo. Oh, no antique wall decor, that's all Fatwood. Thank you, Terry, thank you. I needed to hear that because I really do. I like to just bust right into it, rip it open, look at it, smell it, show it off and brag. But I think I would have regrets later on down the road once I got used to turning if I get used to turning. Might not be for me. Gosh, I haven't turned in forever. Stumpa! Give me a hug. Good to see you, Stump. Stump Greenwood, everybody. Wow, I got 21 people in here. I'm so glad I had a good turnout because I am stoked tonight. I mean, this Fatwood is just incredible. I need to get Crabtree's piece back in the box. I'll ship this out to my buddy tomorrow. Like I said, I could have cut this and left an extra inch on it, but it fits in a small, or excuse me, a medium flat rate. Gotcha, brother. Yeah, this is a real treat after that Fatwood Flatwood video I made. Because Steve and I, the last Fatwood Anonymous, I was excited. I said, I found this new pine forest and I'm going to go check it out before Thanksgiving, you know, and maybe there's some big pine knots in there. I was just so stoked. Every time I'd go to see my son or go across town, I'd make an extra drive down this old back road just to look at the pines. And then I had my guy Steve with me for Thanksgiving, and we decided to go the next day, and that's where we did the video. There ain't shit back there. And I got all excited over these pine knots. I should have known. I should have checked. In case you guys didn't see that video, Fatwood or Flatwood, I think is what I called it. I don't know. But there ain't a drop of resin in this bone dry shit. And we lugged quite a bit of it home. So I've got some white pine kindling and firewood for whenever it's nice enough to sit out there without freezing my freaking tail off. My God, you guys, I stepped outside this morning and I was like, oh, hell no. It was so cold out. Did you go outside this morning, Dish? Or Steve or anyone else in Michigan? My God, it was cold out. We all been getting spoiled with this warm weather. That's a hug received and sent. Awesome. Thank you. Hey, thanks, Reaper. Thanks. Man, been a long time. Got to charge a new phone. Hey, gave a good and see you guys next weekend. I guarantee you, one of them guys is going to have a live stream, or I'm going to reach through the phone and strangle him. We'll see you next week, Flan. It's good to see you. You know, since I got my new phone, I swear the battery just, no, I had to get a new battery for the phone. I still don't know what the heck's going on with this thing. My battery just dies so fast. I've always kept 80% or more on my phone, and now it's like I'll be using my phone 4%. What the heck? Still 50s there. Yeah, rub it in, you damn Sudna. Sweet. Man, oh man. Oh yeah. I got some blanks to carve or anything I want to do with some red cedar. Got lots of fun red cedar to play with this year. Got lots of fun. Fun red cedar. Okay. What's next? I want to make sure I cover everything tonight because this was a great, great week. We still got 15 minutes left on the chat. See what I got over here. Oh, yes. Going to talk about tools. We talked about tools last time, and I'm still going to make a video showing all my tools. But I got a new tool. Actually, all the tools are in the chat. No, I'm just kidding. Here it is. Trevor Fillmore, good to see you. How's it going? I bet you it's cold as hell up where you're at. Shit, man. It's been cold over here. All right. So, I don't know how many of you are familiar with Corona saws, not coronavirus, Corona saws. I used to have a full one. And this is the folder. My boyfriend Steve, that's been getting me all this cool fatwood, has been using a very flimsy saw. I suggested he went out and got a Fiskars, and I was like, get online. I got him a pair of cutting gloves like mine, and I got him a Corona folding saw. It's not as long as the full thing. This one's mine. I bought two. Early Christmas present, because he's gonna be out there cutting this week too. I guarantee it. Got to make the job a little easier on him. Corona saws are one of the best when it comes to fatwood hunting. This one's for $20. That's what I paid for it on Amazon. Can't tell you if that's the same price for you. They give different prices for everybody, it seems. The only thing I don't. Night, everyone. Long day tomorrow, like usual. Take care, everyone. Awesome, SD Mountain Man. Thanks for coming by. I really do appreciate you. Really do. Aloha, Hike with Mike. Good to see you. So, this is nice and light and packable, but I prefer the regular one better that doesn't fold, because you get a longer blade. I'm so used to using long blades that I'm always disappointed when it's a little shorter. Don't go there, Steve. Yes, I have 2 SE knives. Not enough. Yes, Terry, I have 2 SE knives. I have a 3 and a 6. My gosh, the tools I've been acquiring this year. Look at me, I got my new shirt all dirty. That's what you're supposed to do, right? I love this knife. I can't tell you what kind of knife it is. Uncle Kyle won it in a giveaway and forwarded it to me. And it kind of looks like a kitchen knife, kind of looks like a steak knife, but it's not. I love this knife. Doesn't have a sheath or nothing. Don't matter. It's got a nice sharp 90 degree spine for striking, as long as you don't hit that darn, they call it jimping. And this thing just slices like butter. I use that one a lot. Here's my Essie, my SE6. Oh, cool. You must be closer to the water for it to be that warm. Oh, that was a joke there. Gotcha. I don't get jokes. They just go, shh. I've been that way my whole life. I'm slow. I can't remember what brand this was. It's okay, but it doesn't get used much. And of course, my Gerber camp axe. I use the crap out of that. I've been watching a lot of Buck and Billy Ray videos because he tells you how to use your axe right. There's the one I've been showing off the last Fatwood Anonymous because I love my Gerber pack axe. And then, of course, my new Corona folding saw. And I got a lot more where that came from. Since I've been making a little bit of money selling fatwood, I've been acquiring a few more tools to make life a little easier on me. And my fella Steve, that's been so excited. It's like, wow, this is really rewarding compared to rock hunting. And next thing you know, he shows up with buckets of fatwood. Oh, you're saying hi to Uncle Hal. Oh, hi, hey, Uncle Cal. I'm looking up in the chat for Uncle Cal. Thanks for reminding me, Steve. Uncle Cal is going to be fine. I think he's going to be fine. I've heard some good news from him. You need a darn chainsaw. Yeah. Rub it in. I'll get a chainsaw, okay? I'll start small. I'll get a little one. The bad thing is with the electric ones, you're lucky to get 30 minutes out of it. And that's if you're stopping and taking breaks. Yeah, I need a chainsaw, especially now that I seen that tree. My God, that tree that Steve got all this freaking fatwood from. It's got red resin leaching out the side of it. And it's like 50 minutes away. You know, I could probably, I could take off, sleep in the car, get up in the morning and just put a chain to the tree and drag it home. One rub incoming. The heck with electric. They're garbage. I know. Yeah, you went there. Yeah, new Steve is the new king. Yeah, he's gonna get knighted like you did. You are the man. Fucking A, man. I still can't believe this freaking thing. Last time I had a piece this big, I think was the Taco Bell Fatwood video. I think it was that video because I had a piece of Scotch pine the size of this, and it had a broken side on it. Like this has a rotten side, but the broken side on that Scotch pine that I had beads of resin all around it, and it was awesome. I'm definitely going to cut this down to size and save it. I'm going to save it for a project. I'm going to be a good girl, and I'm not going to devour it like I want to. Time to take my meds. All right, let's finish up this chat. Let me take a look real quick what we got left. There's the Fatwood. Oh, yeah. One thing about chainsaws, the bigger you go, the easier they are to use. That's good advice, and I appreciate that, Trevor, because I need to quit just saying, oh, I'll just start with something small and work my way up. I believe you. I believe you. I need to keep a lookout. That tree that Steve found that all this fatwood's coming from was, I'm going to need a pretty big chainsaw blade. But they still save a heart attack. No kidding. Sometimes I'm nervous about being out there by myself. Sometimes I get so pooped, I'm like, man. All right, this is a really funky pine knot. I'm going to finish up this chat in just a few minutes. I'm going to show you a few more things, and we're going to cut it. He saved this one. It's got knots all over it. It's kind of cool. And I've got it set up over there on the table with the buffalo and the army man. It kind of looks like a spiky shark. And I want so bad to do an Army Man Wars video. I don't know if any of you ever seen my Army Man Wars videos. Most people aren't a big fan of them, but let me tell you what, Boneyard on YouTube, Boneyard, he flipping cracks me up. The man's voice, his excitement, playing with these little Army Man stuff, just freaking cracks me up. No diggity, no doubt, or smell the fear. So I'm going to be having an Army Man Wars video coming up. Can't tell you when. But if you're scratching your head, I tried to warn you. I don't know about around you, but here you can pick up good used saw at pawn shops. Thanks for the reminder again. Thanks for the good advice again, Trevor. I need to go down to Secondhand City again. Thank you. Keep an eye on that because I'm hoping to come across some extra money in January, February. I know I'm going to be coming across some money, so I'll be able to get myself a new camera and maybe a chainsaw. Good night, Terry. Good night, everyone, because I'm going to wrap it up. Let me make extra sure. Didn't forget nothing. Looks like I didn't. We've covered it all. This stuff is incredible. If I can get caught up on things this week, I will put some of these up for sale on Etsy. And there's a link to my Etsy store in all my videos. Not this live chat, unfortunately. And good night. Thank you, everyone, for coming. Every single one of you. And hit the like for me, too. And some of you I will see next weekend on Mike or Steve's chat. Okay, I will put the link, Louis V, I will put the link to my store real quick. It won't take me but a second. I don't have a lot in there right now. There will be more coming up as soon as I get around to it. I've been so busy, but busy in a good way. Here we go. Take care. Thank you. Love you guys. Thanks so much. Hope I didn't miss nobody. Thanks, SKS, VBorg, everyone. MCK, last minute. Good to see you. And hey, Uncle Kyle, anyone watching this after the chat, after the live chat, thanks for coming. Hit the like for me and get out and find you some Fatwood, huh? Have a Fatwood party.